Hello guys, this is Pyrocrystal. Today we're gonna start something new, a new segment called Spoiler Alert, where before an update comes, we check out leaks and then we talk about them and give our opinions on it. So yeah, just a quick announcement. I'm gonna be moving out, as you guys know, I mentioned it before. So I'm not sure when will I be active again, but hopefully in less than a month I'll be active again. So, thank you for your patience. So here we are with Fluffy, Legendary Lucario, and Skills for Kills. You guys want to introduce yourselves? No,
I
nothing.
think you did a wonderful introduction of us.
Yeah,
Okay then.
although I think everyone should say their own name just so everyone knows voices.
Yes, that would be nice. Okay, guys. Say your names.
Skills here.
My name is Fluffy.
And I'm Legendary Lucario.
Okay then. We know who we are. Let's just get to it then.
Beautiful.
Yeah, perfect. So now, first thing we're gonna be talking about is Lyra and her changes. What are you guys' opinions on this? Anybody want to read what it says?
You want us to read it out?
Well, if you guys want, or you know
I
what?
can read it.
Okay. Go ahead.
While the Hot Patch mainly targeted Lyra as an overpowered carry, her support path was also loaded with too many strengths. Given how powerful Bright Bulwark hard counters certain heroes, we're cutting its duration drastically but lowering its cooldowns. This ensures aggressors can soon use their abilities, but the shorter cooldown allows Lyra to skillfully intercept aggression more often. The Imperial Sigil, the healing per second is down, and the burst heal is down, and then the Bright Bulwark, the duration is down, but the cooldown is down. And as before, enemies inside the zone cannot use Lyra's portals for the entire duration of the Bulwark.
Okay then. So, you guys' opinions. What do you guys think of this?
I'm glad nerfed the healing.
I love it.
Okay.
I mean, anything that just takes the edge off that healing, because it does a lot.
Yeah.
The thing is, Lyra was always intended to be a backline support, so she needs something powerful. If you take away too much heal, it'll make her useless. But this way, the way they designed it, I think it's good now. It's very good because it won't be too overpowered broken, but cutting it to half might make it a little less useful than intended. I think they're gonna keep working on it. Eventually, they'll figure out the right place for it. But it's just a matter of time and testing. So
The way I found her wasn't like a big deal. People tend to complain about it, but I personally, playing as Lyra and against Lyra, I thought she was okay, but then again, because I mean, like there have been many times where I've been overpowered, then I've been also very powerful, but that's just me using Lyra. But then again, everybody has their own opinions on it, and most of them are negative. So I guess I guess there's something wrong with it, just that I don't notice it. So yeah,
Yeah.
but
I actually really liked how Lyra was designed because she's extremely squishy. She's very low armor and shield. Even after building it, she can be melted very quickly. So she needs something powerful to keep her and her teams alive. Because if you focus Lyra, there's no way she's getting out of it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like that's what I mean when I say that she was right. Because I mean, like, if she takes a lot of damage or whatever, that healing could really help her stay alive. That's what keeps her alive. There, I don't know what else to say about it other than that. That's
The thing I
what
think
keeps
is
her.
broken with her A is her speed boost. I don't think she should have that. Or it's like basically a warhammer anytime you need it. I think it's too much.
Yeah.
Mm, well, I think it's good for escaping in situations, but
Yeah,
I
but she
don't
has
know.
too much escape. She can use the B to escape. She can use C to escape. She has a little
Yeah.
too much escape.
All of her moves are escape moves.
Basically, I suppose. But again, squishy character should try to escape as much as possible. That's what I think. I mean, like, her squish is just too much squish. But then again, now that I think about it, if you do build her CP lane, in that case, escaping a lot, it being very powerful, would be kind of annoying because you can't get to her and then she just obliterates you. And then if you try to escape, you can't escape from her, or she catch ups to you.
And when she
So,
builds a lot of crystal power, the healing gets insane.
so when you put it
The escape.
that way, it really does make sense. Now that I think about it, I didn't consider it.
Like a roam Lyra is probably a pretty solid, not that overpowered. It can it has like a nerfed gaunt move, the bee, that blocks the aggressors coming in, which is nice. Could put out a bit of healing to help out allies and maybe pull people out with the bee. But when you build crystal, like a full-on crystal build, you have a ridiculously powerful healing move, a powerful hitting barrier, a speed boost whenever you want it, and you can also just teleport out. Your basic attacks do crystal damage, and they slow. All that together is just a lot.
Yeah.
I think the issue is that the escape is not just for Lyra. Her abilities provide an escape for the whole team.
True.
Yeah.
Balance it out in my way of thinking. I'd say that maybe they have to lower down a little bit her crystal, and just a little bit. I mean, like not too much, and then lower down like effects for the her abilities. Let's say like try to nerf a bit the slow on her B ability, and then nerf a bit the A ability speed. Maybe that way
Yeah.
there she can still escape, but
My question is for Bright Bulwark. The duration they say goes from 4.446 to just plain out 2.5.
Yeah.
What they say about the overdrive, would it still be 2.5 for the duration?
Yes.
It would be. Okay.
But the cooldown goes down by 4. Like for every upgrade, the cooldown goes down by 2, and if you overdrive it, it goes down by 4 to a 15-second cooldown.
So then let's go to pedal.
A lot on pedal.
It's a lot on pedal, true, but let's just try keeping it short.
Well, the trampoline is definitely a lot better of a move now.
Since you don't have to plant the seeds, it's way more effective. And now, when she jumps, she plants a seed. She plants a seed as soon as she jumps. So, yeah, I think that's good. I'm guessing that the reason that they were like holding back on her spotlight up to now, I guess, is because of all these changes they're doing. I mean, like there are a lot of changes. But then again,
Yeah.
she should have had a spotlight long time ago.
Yeah.
But then,
That's something I wondered when I first got the game. I was like, all these other heroes have spotlights, and this one, it's nothing.
yeah. Then let's go then next to spontaneous combustion. So it only requires 1 minion to explode at a time. It has charges and whatever. So that's pretty good, I guess. Opinions on it?
Yeah, it could be good. The only problem is I've seen one minion or munion straggle behind or off to the side, not with the others. So if you have one in mind that is in a specific spot and you want that, you don't get to choose. It just says munion explode, so you could luck out, get the one that's not in the right area.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll make it so it's the closest to the last attacked hero or enemy.
That would be good. Doesn't necessarily say that, but
I'll guess.
We can hope.
Yeah. So let's get to energy next.
Well, wait, one more important thing about the spontaneous combustion.
Yes.
You can't just spam the button and activate them all at once. There's a almost half cooldown before you can hit it again.
True.
So you can't just throw it all out at once.
So therefore, it requires to be a little bit more precise with selecting your targets and whatnot.
Yes.
So you can't just have all your enemies there and then just randomly pop them all out and finish them off. So you got to be more careful with how you use your ability.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
That's actually very good because suppose someone's really low life, you don't want to waste all 3 on them. You can just use 1 and use the other 2 on the others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then let's get to energy. Energy cooldowns are down. Energy regen down. Seed costs down. trampoline costs. Okay, so basically now they give it limitations. So okay, in that case, acceptable. After all, she plants stuff, potato mines.
Yeah, I
Then
don't mind.
spontaneous combustion costs 40. So I'm guessing then that it didn't cost anything before
No,
because no.
the only thing that would ever issue with her was planting onions.
Okay. Well then, Munions are have been brought down a lot with their health. I found Munions pretty annoying before. Maybe now it's gonna be harder for pedal users, I guess, and it's easier on us who go against the pedal. So, well, I guess that's good. But then again, since I'm not a pedal user, I don't know about their opinions on that. Anyone here use pedal? Okay, opinions on that on the Munions?
Go ahead.
I think with all the changes that happened to Petal, she's already been very strong, and now they made her even stronger. And they needed to nerf her somewhere, so they're gonna make her Munions a little bit weaker to try to balance it out. But she's always been much better than people gave her credit for.
True. So
Which,
then,
with this nerf to their damage, is nice because that can really add up with a broken myth.
well then, we covered as much as we can with Petal. Let's go to Catherine now.
Hmm.
So Catherine, personally, I read her and I think she's gonna be pretty strong. I already found her pretty annoying and strong before, but with these changes, I find her pretty damn strong. I mean, like those cooldowns are pretty tight there. I mean, like the stun durations have been changed to last longer, I believe. Yeah, they last 1 second like all the time.
Yeah, as
So
opposed to scaling with upgrades.
so it well maxed out. It's way less, but well not way less. It's 1 point. It used to be 1.2, now it's just 1. But then again, it's pretty strong because in all levels it's gonna work the same way. Then you got
Yeah,
the cooldown has been changed to last less, so she uses her stun even more often. Speed boost duration up, so now she's gonna be faster even longer. So again, really hard to deal with. I mean, like when I use Celeste, she gets really annoying for me. But then again, that's me. Other people may not find her that annoying, but
I think the main point there on the speed boost duration is that you know how Catherine has a time period of how long she can stun even after that speed boost. This allows her to chase further, but also means that she can stun, or the period she has to stun someone has increased. So that is going to be a lot harder to reflect swap now.
yeah. So it's so basically, I guess she's gonna be pretty damn tough at this update. Then in that case, let's get to Stormguard. The bubble duration is down, so it lasts less time. The cooldown is down too, so she can use it more often, even though it lasts less. The damage per second is up, so those bubbles are gonna hit hard. And I mean, like they're gonna hit very hard. I mean, like look at that. It was 40, 50, 70, 80, 10. I mean 100. I'm not being specific. I'm just cutting down there, to 40, 70, 100, 130, 160. That's
crazy.
that's a lot. And I mean, like I found her pretty annoying before. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have to nerf that next update because I don't think people are gonna be happy with that. So,
Yeah,
So
I've sat and watched like bad rings kill themselves by just attacking Catherine.
yeah, it's just too much. Increased reflex damage up. So the damage has been okay. Now notice that it had an increased damage before only when you reach it to overdrive. Now through each level you're gonna have increased damage, and that's sick again. It's too much. And then the energy cost is down too. So I I don't know what to say other than that she's gonna be really OP now.
Which is good because as someone who plays Taka, I love having a Catherine to stun them, which lets me unload. Should mean I'm gonna have more Catherines to play with.
Well, good for you, Taka users, I guess. Bad for bad for people weak against Catherine. Then again, everybody has their weaknesses and strengths, so yeah. I'm guessing that Catherine is gonna get a lot of bans in drafts. Uh, okay then, so we covered that. Let's get to Saw. He's very interesting.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the most interesting part, which is his ultimate. Um, Now his ultimate it has charges, and you got to do skill shots. So I think that's really cool. I like that idea better than having to do basic attacks, very strong basic attacks, because I don't know. I just like doing skill shots. They're way more fun. You guys take on this?
Um, well, it's good that it's long range because, as you'll notice, they did nerf his attack range
True.
from 6.5 to 6.2. So with this 10-meter range skill shot, it does help him get people who are about to escape. But the thing is, they don't add stacks of spin up anymore. Instead, they remove 3 stacks of spin up. Well, but they can still be activated with no spin up.
I think that was intended to let him chase. Because suppose he's at 12 stacks, it's very hard to get him to move anywhere. If you
That's
activate
true.
the ult, it lowers it, allowing you to move faster and keep up with your team.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. When you put it that way, it really does make sense. For chasing and maybe even escaping, I guess. Um, okay, and well, it looks good. Looking good for Saw. So let's go back up, and it says that his armor and shield changed from 8 to 76 to 16 to 60. I don't know. You guys tell
And
me.
the spin up no longer grants defenses.
Oh, true.
Saul's gonna be pretty squishy.
Yeah, well, he was pretty Okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, that's actually a good thing. So that's actually pretty damn good because he's pretty tough, fairly tough, especially when he uses how do you call it?
Lifesteal?
Lifesteal. Really, really hard to get him killed. You're probably gonna have to gank him. I mean, like, I use him. Well, now I like using Alpha a lot against Saw, especially if there are people around. Saw is a pretty easy target. So now he's gonna be especially squishy when I use Alpha against him. So hooray for me. Then again, getting close to him and stuff may be harder. I guess I don't know. Have to continue reading because
And getting away might be harder if you fail to kill him.
all that's changed is that his Mad Cannon and those things related to his defense. So then, any other opinions on it?
CP so OP.
CP's OP, yeah.
First dank shank, now this.
Well,
Personally, I like how his ranged attack went. I personally like how range went down from 6.2 because on I lane I can never get close enough to do damage to the minions. So I'm hoping maybe this will help out a little bit more.
Oh, wait a second. Then again, Saw had a problem with Lyra because Lyra's range when he goes against the lane CP Lyra, she can be quite a pain on him, and she has really good range. So him
That's
having less range means he's even more vulnerable to Lyra.
Yeah, because Lyra and Adagio have the highest range in the game.
It would kind of suck. Before it would suck for Ringo because you can never really get close enough to do any damage. So if you like pick Ringo to go against a Saw, you can at least get that little bit of range. So yeah.
Okay.
I was saying I've always found CP Saw to be a good counter to Lyra because she has very little armor and shield. If you use your B and you land it nicely, you can do a ton of damage on her, and then you finish it off with a shank. I don't think Lyra was ever a problem for CP Saw.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. Then again, many people also like Weapon Saw, but
True, but I mean, and you can't beat the Crystal Shank.
yeah.
The new Mad Cannon is definitely a very useful lane tool to like get the other person to back off. Kind of like Scarf's Airball, but longer.
Okay then. Then let's close here on Saw. Let's go to Koshka. Koshka also has a lot of changes. Let's start with her heroic perk, because heroic perk is always important. Whenever Koshka deals damage with an ability, she gains 2 move speed for 5 seconds. No more stacking. So basically, there are no more stacks when she attacks, and it's just straight up 2 speed. Koshka no longer gains any cooldown reduction from her basic attacks. Instead, her abilities have much lower cooldowns. Again, I like using Weapon Koshka, and I have fun with that. And what I like specifically is the cooldown with the basic attacks, because then I use attack speed and whatever, and it really helps, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
But now that's gonna change, so I'm gonna have to check out how that works now with weapon power. But CP power is definitely getting lots of love here.
Oh yeah, they're definitely pushing her toward crystal power,
And
like a certain other character.
yes. Going on Pouncy Fun now. And power. Okay, Pouncy Fun. Cooldown is down.
And Kashka just got a big buff across the board everywhere. I mean, if you look at her abilities, both abilities are basically, to start off, they're basically half of an aftershock. If you keep thinking about it, the more you get CP on her, it becomes better than an aftershock. You don't even need aftershock on her anymore.
Makes sense.
You go straight for the broken myth and do pierce damage right from the start. And she's already strong early game. I think this is gonna make her even more. But this is gonna even out her late game, because it's not a. It's basically dependent on the enemy's health.
Hard.
Yeah,
It's
but I mean,
a little bit, but yeah, still every bit counts.
I've always seen that ultimate as more a curse than a blessing.
Yeah.
Because yes, you're stunning that enemy, but you yourself, in essence, are stunned because you can't go anywhere and you're just vulnerable for the entire duration of it.
Yeah, it's extremely.
Stun has always been utility, though. I mean,
yeah.
if you were playing Koshka correctly, you should have been doing it in a way, and only when your teammate is there. Because as you said, you can't do anything. If you stun them, other carry, your laner most likely is going to dish out the damage and kill them. And her cooldown just got enormously low. I think she's going to be overpowered too. It feels like the philosophy of the SCMC is to make every hero overpowered, so then everyone is just balanced, because everyone's overpowered.
Yeah, actually,
that
is a good idea. If everyone's like overpowered, then people rely on a lot on their skills. So yeah, that's actually really cool. I it's best if they do that. If they just make everyone OP. Okay then. So then we closing there on Koshka.
Oh, do you want me to just cover all the minor changes?
Sure.
On everyone else?
Sure. Go on.
Okay. So Blackfeather's Heartthrob is from 3 to 9 damage plus 7% crystal power to 10 plus % crystal power per stack. And the on point got it's kind of a nerf and a buff, because the base damage is down on the overdrive and some of the levels, but you do more crystal power damage, and it has a 50% weapon right now.
So I'm guessing we're probably gonna see some crystal. I honestly, I don't know much Blackfeather. I haven't seen him much either, so I'm not sure how Blackfeather works. I got nothing on that.
Yeah, I think it just sort of gives a bit more incentive to go weapon with him, because now his B feeds off weapon power too.
I think Blackfeather has always been having good intent to go for the weapon power.
Yeah.
They've been recently trying to make his crystal more, which is why you can see the changes to the hard throw. They're more based, but they're adding on weapon, because as a weapon power Blackfeather, on point was always basically having only base amount of damage. It never had that would go into the late game.
Yeah, the move it was good for was the fortified health.
Okay then, let's try keeping these short and sweet stuff short and sweet. Let's get to, let's get to
the Winter Spire, the shatter damage, not the shoot up damage, but the shatter is nerfed across the board, and the plus crystal power is down from 160% to 130. But the shatter delay is from 1 second to 0.8, so it's going to explode a bit sooner.
So,
I think it was needed.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
That burst can just get a little too crazy sometimes.
Okay, so we're gonna go with fair, I guess.
Yeah, that's a deserved nerf.
Yeah.
Now, with Jewel, the big red button cooldown is down significantly.
Yeah, definitely.
From that's a lot. It's to 185.70 to 60.50.40. So it's way down.
So I guess we can agree. We can agree that this is strong.
That's a strong nerf. Yeah, buff.
Definitely a strong. Okay, now Rona. Force Splitter.
Yeah.
Cooldown is down. Red Mist has fortified health.
It's up. The fortified health is up.
Wait. Yeah, fortified health is up, but the cooldown is down. Wait a second.
The cooldown is down for Splitter, and Red Mist, the fortified health is gained per second.
So yeah, that's pretty tough. That's strong. Fortress. Truth of the Tooth. Cooldown is down. Law of Claw. Cooldown is down. Attack of the Pack. Cooldown is down. That's definitely
someone
strong.
who plays Fortress. I love it.
Yeah, same here. I use Fortress. I used to main them. I used to main them really hard, but I'm starting to play with other characters. You know, so yeah.
So then all they did for him was just get a cooldown for him.
Yeah. So he's gonna be very useful and really aggressive.
Yeah, I love it.
So now let's go to Adagio. He's getting quite a list here.
Yeah.
So he's jealous of Lyra. So he went out to get his own. His change will help Rome Adagio dish out more meaningful healing by scaling his items, and is part of an overall effort to buffer roamers who aren't Lyra. So, dude, I mean, like, so they lower down Lyra but buff up Adagio. Let's check out the stats. Okay, so Gift of Fire, heal per second, change from let's just say it went slow.
It's up, but the crystal power bonus is down.
Okay, so up, crystal bonus down. So I don't know, since I don't use Adagio, I don't know if it's good or bad.
It's good for Rome Adagio, but bad for carry Adagio. That's all.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to be doing this across the board. You're going to see them doing it for a lot of heroes, not just Adagio. All roamers are going to be having the health ratio bonuses. Like Ben is going to be getting it. Probably even Arden going to get it for his barrier.
Yeah. We'll check that out later on because he's coming up soon. Okay then. Burst heal changed. Has been
kind
increased.
of the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Burst heal has 15% bonus health radio. Okay, Agent Wrath.
That's nice.
Agent Wrath hit counts up, so that looks strong to me.
Yeah, more buffed attacks.
So we can say that he's strong. Okay, Alpha. She's my main right now, so let's just check her out. Hit count is up. So strong. Wait, never mind. Reading the wrong thing. I'm like saying, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it. Termination protocol cooldown is slowdown is decreased. So she's gonna be speedier, not speedier, but she's gonna have less of a impact on her slow. So that's really good. I mean, like, I really hate not being able to catch my enemies by how slow I get. So it's really good. It's really good. However, there's something with the items up ahead that really disappoint me with Alpha. We'll get back to that when we get to items. Okay. Vox. Vox overall power level is tad high, over 9,000. But more importantly, we want to nudge power away from weapon power to CP. The more interesting the two playstyles become. I don't use Vox, but from what I know, he was really strong with weapon power, and then that got nerfed, and now it's getting nerfed again, I believe. Sonic Zoom. Energy cost up. weapon scaling down. So again, we can just say he got nerfed in weapon.
Yeah.
I guess so. And energy cost is up, so again, it's nerf. Resonance, bounce, damage down. Yeah, let's just say that he got nerfed. He simply got
Yeah, that's
weak.
that's iffy. I mean, I don't like that they're trying to force you to play Crystal
CV.
Fox.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, honestly.
I like it when you can play either one with a hero.
Yeah,
The issue was the weapon was too strong. They're buffing CP, but they shouldn't have. They should have just nerfed the weapon.
Yeah.
True.
Because it's I just the thing is with the heroes, what I like about Vainglory is to be able to either choose path that you want according to your play style. But when they
Yeah.
when they lower a lot one thing and then buff the other thing, it obliges you to go the other thing, so it's less customizable the way you use the hero, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So then let's move to Scarf. Scarf has plenty of opportunities to basic attack in early jungle skirmishes and relatively few opportunities in late game. So his attack speed is up. His burn. Okay, wanted to say something.
I find that funny because he already has a pretty good base attack speed. So yeah, Scarf's attack speed went up because reasons.
The issue is, I think it's dependent on his level. I said the hardest part of Scarf was to get the farm in the early game. So if the early game is still 100%, it's not really going to help him out. It's just making his late game even stronger.
Yeah. I believe that was his focus. Their focus.
Scarf has already been strong late game. His early game is his issue. That's where he needed this light buff.
Yeah.
He needs a nerf in the late game.
Okay then. So we're saying. So what do we say about this? We call it OP, strong.
Well, they did buff the Fan the Flames and the Goop over time damage.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
definitely.
I think it's more balanced than OP or
strong.
It's just balance change.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we go for balance. Okay.
Yeah.
Arden. So let's move to Arden then.
And the bear health ratio is up a lot too on the Vanguard. And apparently Blood for Blood had a glitch where bonus energy did not convert to bonus crystal power. So
He's going to get more damage on his B.
Yeah.
His A is going to give a much stronger barrier the more health you build on him. And he's essentially going to be a lot more stronger with his energy regen overall.
Well then,
that's definitely a buff.
Yeah, definitely a buff then, in any case. So then let's go straight up to Lance. So Lance basically he got buffed because his Githian wall now deals quite some damage. Built weapon. So yeah, basically he got a nice buff for his shield. I think it's fine. You guys' opinion on this?
He got nerfed.
Wait,
so
nerfed?
That makes me want to cry. I love the Lance's A.
Wait, let me read that out again. Okay, so his weapon radio... Oh, wait! Oh, shoot, I read it wrong. Okay, so weapon radio is down.
No, I think you said it right.
For the impale...
Because A got a little weaker. They just lowered the weapon ratio because it was really just too much.
Yeah.
And the B got a little more damage, that's all.
But then the Githian wall got damage up, so... Okay, so final thoughts on Lance? Balance or buff?
More balanced than anything.
Yeah, more balanced.
Moving on to Ozo now.
So for Acrobound, does that mean you're able to hit the Kraken?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, they buffed Ozo.
Yeah, I already found it
because that was needed.
I personally
slightly, but not enough.
Oh, true. Well, not enough. Well, again, I don't use Ozo. When I use Ozo, I'm extremely weak. When I go against Ozo, he seems to be a real pain in the butts.
Yeah, that's the same.
That's me with Ryan.
Basically, I mean, like, there's some heroes that seriously, some people can use, some others just can't.
Yeah, they just like practice with them a lot.
So then, in any case, so it's a buff. It's a buff. So now we're heading to items now.
Let's start with Piercing Spear.
Yeah.
Leave the best for last.
Okay, so for Piercing Spear, the armor piercing went from 8% to 10%,
So that's
and so
quite good.
the price went up from 900 to 950.
Which kind of stings.
That's nice.
But I
No,
guess
I
it's
think
balanced.
that's good.
I guess it's
Because
balanced.
you don't have to commit to like a bone saw or a breaking point or not to tension bow if you want the armor pierce.
Yeah, so that's a good thing, I guess. What they did to it. But here's the most depressing thing for me is bone saw because I love the bone saw. I especially like using bone saw with alpha. As I said earlier, this is the item that really affects my game with alpha. Its weapon power is down, which is something I counted on. The armor pierce is up. It's a real good thing, I guess. But then which actually is supposed to match with the piercing spear. Then we go to armor shred is down. So ouch.
I think it's good because if you think about it, if you can get all 7 stacks of 7%, that's like 50% armor shred.
Well, I guess
The
so.
attack speed went down on Bone Saw.
Yeah, that's another killer. I mean, like the attack speed being reduced is pretty harsh, and I really rely a lot on that attack speed and then that weapon power, and it's nerfed. So, but recipe cost is down. I suppose that's good.
But that's only because piercing spear
It
went
is
up.
higher. Yeah, that's the only reason. So, but
So
again,
it's not really down.
oh, well, good point. Anyways, in the end, it's just a very ugly nerf in my opinion. I'm not sure why they did that, but they did it. But then moving on to breaking points, if no one has anything else to say about Bonesaw. So breaking points. The total cost is up, and weapon power is up by 5 to match the heavy steel. Well, I don't know what to say.
That doesn't really seem necessary.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird.
This is like someone there was just like, I love using breaking point. Let's just buff it because why not?
I don't know. Well, probably maybe we're gonna be seeing more breaking because I personally don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's not too much of a buff.
Then let's move to Stormguard banner.
Nope.
Stormguard is returning.
I like this.
So Stormguard is basically going back to its roots. I gotta say this is really good.
And the price is down.
And the price is down, of course. That's significantly. I mean, like from 800 to 100 to 550 is really good.
That's really nice.
Since the
This is gonna bring Arden back.
I just love how they added damage percent back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the use an ability and then do damage and then wait for a cooldown kind of removed the purpose.
Let's move on to Stormcrown.
I really like how they added the new stats.
Gonna be rushing this a lot more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds good.
No longer will people sit and say that the Storm Crown is terrible and you should never buy it.
Right? I haven't even bought in Storm Crown once, to be honest.
Let's get to the fun stuff. Skins. Okay, so
last but not least.
Yeah, last but not least, of course. So now we got upcoming skin is Saw. As I predicted, if you guys watched my previous video, well, not previous, I mean previous video, where I discussed on who I think the heroes are gonna be in the mystery skins, and I predicted it right. It's gonna be Saw. It's hard to tell, but we can kind of make out what he may look like. But then, moving on, his limited edition card looks pretty fun. He has a rubber ducky there. He's wearing his
but that looks nothing like the shadow.
Obviously not.
That's what I thought. So they must have just changed it.
Yeah, it's probably just the legendary card, but the skin is definitely going to be different. Then let's move on to Rona. Rona Tier 3 is coming up. We're gonna have chainsaws, yeah. I mean, like, I wonder if those thrusters with the fire stuff is gonna be added. I hope it is because that looks awesome. She's gonna look very heavy metal. You can see also her. You can see her also to the right. She has Saw's mask. I wonder what happened there. Maybe she said finders keepers when he ditched it to change his armor for becoming a cyborg or something, full robot. But I really wonder what happened.
Or he tried to dank shank at the wrong moment.
I could so see that.
Yeah, that's hilarious though. We're gonna have to look up in the lore what happens. Now, and
Yeah.
Northwind Rain. He went from looking like a wizard to looking like a Viking.
Skyrim.
Skyrim, definitely.
Skyrim rhyme.
Skyrim rhyme rhymes.
Well, Skyrim rhyme rhymes.
Skyrim rhyme rhymes. It's kind of like a tongue twister, actually. Well, in any
Yeah.
case, he looks pretty cool, I guess. I hope his tier 3
I
is
don't
gonna.
know. I think a lot of people will stick with the tier 1
Yeah, for the sake of looking
just
like
for the
Gandalf.
Gandalf effect.
Yeah, it's just Gandalf, you know. I just hope that his tier
Yeah.
3 has a very wizardy, mixed with Viking feel to it. But if they dish wizardy look,
Yeah.
no, it's not good, in my opinion. Freaking Alpha is getting a skin and she has no mask on, so
It's creepy.
I don't find it creepy. The background looks creepy.
This is like horror movie Alpha.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think she's cute. In my opinion, I think she's cute. I mean, like, look at her face.
That's an interesting word. Let me read these captions. Straight jacket. One size fits all.
Yeah,
Carving knife.
yeah.
Whatever's in the kitchen drawer.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but that jacket looks like a knife, and that jacket looks like. I mean, like, that knife looks like a jacket. They got it all around, but this is freaking beta we're talking about. They'll definitely fix that up later. Then again, I think she's really cute.
Although the cards,
Uh-huh.
like the skin does make sense considering her lore.
Yes, she's dead, essentially.
I'm guessing you all know the lore to Alpha, right?
Yes, definitely. That's my favorite lore.
Uh-huh.
Of all lore, it's my favorite lore. I even, I want to do
Her lore is messed up.
It is. It's really messed up. I mean, like, I feel bad for Crystal. Her reaction when she sees her face is just. You know what? Let's leave that for some
I'm
other
guessing
time.
this.
No, go on.
Yeah, I'm guessing this skin happens after those events.
Probably. Good point. Maybe before, maybe after, but probably after the events. Because after you see she's broken down.
Yeah, before wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, after all, she looks broken down here. She has her face exposed.
This is like escaping those
horrors. Yeah.
robotic bonds that she had over her that wouldn't let her have free thought, but now she's not entirely whole.
It is going to be kind of awkward, though, because you're going to hear her mechanical voice, and she does not have her mask on. So it's, unless if she has, like, mechanical voice integrated into her throat or something.
Because remember, the only thing that's human about her is her head.
Next time we're going to make a video, let's discuss Alpha lore. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. Well then, anything else to cover? Yes, one more thing. We saw Super Soaker. What do you guys think about it?
It's majestic.
It's epic. I mean, like, that looks like it came out straight out of Nerf.
I mean, if that was an actual Super Soaker, like, I'd buy that.
I don't know. I don't like it that much. Well, I like it, but, like, the purple stuff, like, around it, I'm not a big fan of it. But overall, it looks okay. But it's what I expected. I expected him to have a Super Soaker, something similar like that. Again, if you checked out my video, it's there. Well then, that's pretty much it. As we covered skins, we covered items, and we covered heroes. I believe that's the end of it. So, well, guys, thanks for sticking up to the end. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and stuff. I'm sorry that the video was so long. But hey, that's what it is. We're gonna try doing this more often, and next time we're gonna cram it down to be shorter, like less reading and more just discussing about it with setting up images. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, and please subscribe. I mean it. I'd really like that. Well, thank you very much, guys. Have a glorious day.